Well, friends, as most of you and probably all of you already know, today was the day that the stabilizing brace ruling is going into the Federal Registry. So essentially, the clock is ticking backwards right now from 120 days down to 0, which at that point, the grace amnesty period, whatever you want to call it, will end, and you will be in possession of an illegal SBR according to an unelected bureaucracy called the ATF. Now, a lot of things have transpired over the last several weeks and months. A lot of people have asked me my opinion. What should I do? If A, B, and C are my options, what should I choose? There are people on both sides out there. There are some people telling you or almost bullying you into complying, like the ATF, and there are people on the other side bullying you to, say, non-compliance. Don't worry about what anybody else is telling you. Honestly, don't take anybody else's advice. You have to determine what's best for you, your family, and your own personal situation. You shouldn't let anybody bully you, talk you into anything, or give you unwanted advice that's going to help you make up your mind if it's not right for your family. You can call me all the names you want. People have to put their families first. Hear what I'm saying here. Your family has to come first. I know people bloviate and say all kind of big tough stuff and poke their chest out and pound their chest and do all this stuff. And I'm not telling you to do one or the other. I'm not encouraging you to comply or to not comply. Either one. What I'm encouraging you to do is do what's right for you. Nobody else can make that decision for you on what you should do. But you need to be careful no matter what you do. And if you choose not to comply, you need to be quiet about it. You need to not brag about it. And you need to just do your thing, because I truly, in my heart, feel like this is all going to be struck down. I feel like there's a very good chance that before that 120-day period is even up, that this is going to be, if nothing else, a temporary restraining order. But I don't think this will ever become, quote, law. And again, I'm going to say this real quick. I know the ATF can't write law. I know that. I acknowledge that. I know they can't. What the ATF, they acknowledge that too. The ATF, in their own writing, the 293 pages, they acknowledge that they can't write law. So their way around that is that they say they took an existing law, meaning the definition of an SBR, and reinterpreted that, rewrote that, reimagined that, whatever nice cushy word you want to use. They're saying they didn't write new law. They just reworded, or they're going to tell you they clarified an existing law and made it read what it's supposed to have read all along. That's how the ATF is getting around that. So according to them, and probably even according to the court system, they're seeing this as a law that all of a sudden has clarity, which we know is BS. So again, I think this is going to be struck down. I don't think this is going to hold any weight. But you have to do what's right for you. Personally, if you think you're going to comply at some point, wait till the 119th day to do it. I would not rush to do anything. I wouldn't try to be at the front of the line. And this is just advice that I'm giving you. I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not trying to encourage you. But I think you're going to see a lot of things happen. I know Gun Owners of America is working really hard right now on assembling a lawsuit. So they're for sure going to be the tip of the spear, as they always are. And they're very good at what they do. Link is in my description down below to join the GOA, because they're going to need money for this. This is not a fundraising thing. I don't make money off of them. They actually give you a $5 discount off of that link in my description down below. But they're going to need that. My reason for telling you that is they're mounting up right now, and they're going to be writing checks to attorneys very soon to fight this thing for you and I. And I think that's very important that we keep our ear close to the ground on things like this and pay attention to those organizations that are doing stuff like this, because they are truly doing yeoman's work. They're the ones out there pushing, and again, the tip of the spear to all of this. And it's clearly Gun Owners of America leading the way. I know there's FPC and there's FRAC and there's other ones out there too. And I'm glad they're out there. They do great work as well. I'm not saying any of them are not worth anything. Heck, I even think the NRA is filing a suit this time. They actually got through to them for once. So all these guys filing these lawsuits, they are going to overwhelm pretty much anything that needs to be overwhelmed to get this. I don't know where they're going to file these lawsuits at, because there's various courts districts that they'll file them across the country. So they're probably trying to figure all that out right now. But what am I going to do? I'm going to do all the right things. I'm going to do all the right stuff. Everything I do is going to be by the book, and it's going to be done the right way.
I saw that. You whispered to the farty cheese lady.
Well, I'm sorry, I thought this was America.